What's up, guys? Asian Eyes White Dragon here. So we're going to be doing another deck help. So we're looking at Kaleo09's. He kind of had like a Monarch variant. He was trying to do some draw power speed using the Asmodeus, the trade-ins, plus Christias. Pretty darn good if you do have the consistency. Although I never felt like that build was ever consistent enough. Sure, you have Light and Darkness Dragon, you have, Asmodeus, but they don't really do anything when they're in the grave. And obviously, if your opponent reborns Christia against, a regular Frog Monarch deck, you absolutely, lose. You can't really do anything. You can Soul Exchange, and that's about it, but he was only running 2. I bumped Soul Exchange up. I decided to put in 2 Vanity's Fiend, because that helps out with, no special summoning. If you Soul Exchange maybe a Grapha, and then you just get out Vanity's Fiend, Dark World can't really do too much, because nothing they can normal summon can get over 24, even with the field bonus. So it's pretty good with that, retrospect. But 3 lads, you really need 3 Soul Exchange if you're running 3 lads. And obviously, you need Enemy Controller. He originally was not running Enemy Controller. And Enemy Controller is really good, especially if you have double Enemy Controller and you have a Treeborn Frog still in the grave. You can, Econ, Standby Phase, Econ again, and then you could just still both their monsters, and you can push for game relatively quick. And that usually works against Dark Worlds because if they have double Grapha, and you just Econ both, and they have the field spell, you can usually just OTK them because they don't really run Battle Faders. At least good ones don't. I mean, randomly you'll see a Battle Fader tacked in. But yeah, 3 Battle Faders is just pretty good. It just prevents him from getting OTK'd in general. Caius really good. Blackluster. And then I bumped Valor up to 3 instead of 2, just because there's really no traps other than Treacherous Trap Hole. And if you're unfamiliar with what Treacherous Trap Hole does, you can only activate it if you have no traps in your graveyard, and since you're only running 1 Treacherous Trap Hole, it works out. And just destroy 2 monsters on the field, so when your opponent maybe summons a Junk Synchron, gets back a Raikou, you can just pop it right there. Or if they have, a field kind of set up already, you can just set it, and it's usually always chainable, pretty darn good card. Plus, everyone always thinks it's Econ, so they never really MST it, because they'll think you're going to chain Econ anyways. So pretty good, Treacherous Trap Hole. And then the one tech of a Smashing Ground was kind of against Fairies, because, again, Christia comes out, and you really can't do anything other than Soul Exchange. And then if you Soul Exchange and then you summon a Monarch, usually you're in a kind of a situation where you have to top deck your Monarch because they kind of just leave Christia on the field because they don't really have anything else to summon that's necessarily good. So yeah, and then 2 Trag just because it works relatively well. It's got the whole light and dark themes. You can maybe take out a lad for another Chaos Sorcerer, that could be an option. But overall, pretty solid build. It's just wasn't really a fan of the draw power. He was running Allure of Darkness as well, and I just really didn't find enough room for it. I mean, he could still maybe try to fit an Allure if he wants to run 41, but there's really nothing to take out other than maybe another Swap Frog. But the consistency of having 3 Swap Frog, always getting those Treeborns in first turn, or special summoning Swap Frog by discarding another Swap Frog, then you get its effect, and then you can kind of cycle your cards, so it works relatively well. So overall, pretty good. So yeah, hope you have some fun with this deck. Try it out. Maybe if you guys want to try out some Frog Monarchs, pretty fun deck. And, there's really nothing that's too expensive in the deck other than Blackluster Soldier, but that kind of needs to go in every deck. And now Trags were printed as commons, so it's pretty awesome. But thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.